Hello, welcome to my channel, Avid Retro. Here I have some fairly interesting phones. I say fairly interesting, not everyone's interested in old phones, but I thought I'd put a video up about these. Now, these are early Siemens phones, and they are, believe it or not, the first phone that featured MP3 players. So they could play music, these phones, and that way they could play music was through one of these cards. Let me show you. This is an old school multimedia card, if I can get the thing out. There we are. Maybe I won't get it out. Okay. There we go. 32 megabytes. Now, these phones could support quite a lot more if the firmware was upgraded. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what state these phones are in. I've had them for a little while. I did order some batteries for them a few years ago and kind of had them working for a little bit and then stopped working again. So the replacement batteries are pretty naff actually, which is a shame. Now you don't get an 3.5 jack, you have to kind of use a headset with this kind of connector, which is a proprietary Siemens one, but it was used fairly widely, and it was used on quite a range of their phones. Looks like the phones have got infrared as well. Now, another interesting thing was the later versions of these phones, or the later firmware, was actually Java based. So first phone to run Java as well, and this one probably did it out of the box because this is the later 45i model. But having said that, all of these could be in theory flashed to the best version, which would have been what this one would have been on anyway. So my problems being batteries. These are some replacement ones that I got, and they just don't seem to hold any kind of charge. Not enough to kind of power the phone anymore. That's the original Siemens battery there. So it would have been quite a slim battery. Yeah, so this was a 650 milliampage. Now, what I have got hold of is a new battery. I only got one. Can I make my own replacement battery for these phones? And obviously we're going to be a little bit lower in capacity. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, so this is only 510, but it is obviously the same voltage. It's a standard 3.7 voltage. So just hoping I could kind of drop one inside one of these cases. Let's see what state some of these are in. That might have been one of the more modern ones that doesn't work anymore. There we go. Yeah, so this one I took apart. It was quite straightforward to take this battery out. You've got to take the label off, and then you can see the wires inside, but you've got no way easily of telling which voltage is which. So I'm going to have to just do a continuity test because they're both red wires, but one's obviously negative, one's positive. They do crack sometimes, so people have, I think, been replacing the cases. So you can see that all of these, well, maybe with the exception of this one, has been well used. Yeah, the screen on this one's quite nice, but having said that, it's a bit butchered down here. Although it looks like it should still work. So between all of them, maybe I can get a couple of decent phones that work. That would be good. But first things first, let's look at this here. So that does look to be on the negative side. I think that's it. Yeah. So that's definitely positive. Yeah, in theory, if it is slightly too thick, I can probably cut some of this plastic out, the black plastic. Right, let's solder these together. There's plenty of space for the wire in there. Maybe not enough current to start it. Maybe this one's just a dead one. Ooh. Good. It's got the classic charging. Wants a SIM card. Audio. Oh, that's not the audio we thought it was. Surf Fun. MP3 player. Okay, where was that card? Does it have anything on it? It's there. Unfortunately, I've got to take that off again. Alright, got to sort that out, haven't I, obviously. But let's just swap these over. It's a bit butchered, but it still works, so that's good. Yeah, okay. Surf and Fun. MP3 player. Ooh. I don't think we're going to hear anything, are we? It's playing. but as far as I know, I don't think it plays out of any speakers, because it's only got the standard earpiece speaker here. But for all intents and purposes, you can see it actually playing. It's quite a good menu actually. Now I did have a Siemens that was based in a similar fashion to this, but it wasn't this model. Got some good little games in there as well. Okay, so let's just, yeah, let's just get rid of that. Turn it off and see that it's charging. So I think I'm going to order some more of those batteries. They were only, I think, about £5 each. And if it's that straightforward, I can definitely maybe get some more of these running, really. It looks like it's charging fine. Okay, let's now try this in this one. I want to see how many potential good phones I've got. Ooh. Ah. No, I don't want to do that. But no, I can't get out. Alright, that button there isn't working. What a shame. So the menu button on that one's not working. I need to start making a note of some of this, I think. So we've got an SL45. Yeah, a bit sort of scratch, but it's not too bad. And it's got its right button. So, and then this SL45i seems dead. I'll put a question mark. I'll try again in a sec. The nice screen one. So we've got SL45, nice screen. Okay. So let's put that one on a good pile. This one also a good pile. I should really take the multimedia card out and put it into here. So it looks like I've got plenty of these, which is good. I suspect some of those go missing. I only kept this cover on because I wanted it to not fuse on anything on here. Oh, oh, we have a German legend here. It's still so fun though. Please wait. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's not too bad. I also want to put a SIM card in to get to the proper menu. Does it let me go? Let's lock into phone menu. Yeah, there's probably more options if I put a SIM card in. Good. So free, that one is a little bit, it's got a click as well. Yeah, it's sort of, it's okay. I would say right button a little bit, right button is a little bit harder to, oh, my writing's terrible. A little stiff. And it's quite marked on the buttons, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I will leave that. Oh, it's cracked case on the back, this one. Cracked case. So I should be able to, yeah, between those I should be able to work out which one's which. That's good. Alright. Last try then. And this one again. It looks fine on there. I'm a bit disappointed if my 45i is not working. But hey ho. I probably can't do too much about the software there because you just can't get hold of these cables, data cables. I wonder if it's the button that's gone on this one. Yeah, it's definitely dead, isn't it? So the 45s were okay, but the I's dead. It's not even showing charge. So I wonder what might be causing that. I suppose these sort of devices, though, they either work or they don't work. Okay, I'm gonna make this like my part 1 video, I think. I'm gonna have to wrap it up for now. I have got a headset somewhere but can't locate it, so that's a little bit of a shame. The other thing I need to do as well is just to get a SIM card, an old school one, a little bit bigger one, to kind of get past the menus. And some of these may be locked to particular providers, so I don't know how successful that's going to be, but that I can save for another video. But at least for now, I've proven that that particular battery, that size, seems to be okay. Seems to fit in there quite nicely. So to kind of wrap this up, what I would do is not use glue, but use a double-sided tape underneath here, just to kind of locate that in one place so it doesn't move, and also insulate where I've soldered these wires. So I've got black tape which I can use to do that, but that's probably what I'll do, is I'll probably get rid of that label. I don't think that's particularly useful, but I will fix this into place and then use some insulation tape just where this is exposed, because I don't want it to touch anything on here, and potentially it could touch on here, couldn't it, if I didn't have a one of these in place. Yeah, so that's something to bear in mind. But that battery fits in there quite well. And just to let you know the size, it looks to be a 4.5 centimetre battery going that way, so 45 mil. and going across it's dead on 3 centimeters, so that's 30mm going that way, and then it's not particularly wide, maybe 3 or 4mm. No, it's actually less than that, isn't it? I'd say it's 3mm. So 3mm wide kind of thickness battery. And I think that'll be good. About £5 I think for this battery. So good solution there on these old batteries. Well, thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and I will definitely make a new one, and I will endeavour to get a little bit further with these phones in my next video when I do one about them.